Chapter 6. The Djinn That Slipped. The Shell of Djinns by Sharif. Captioned illustration. Neural Jihan, the Pontianak reborn, first of the 1001 Djinns. Ferio didn't sleep that night. His mother called the hospital, but Ferio refused to go. He told her he couldn't explain what had happened, only that he wasn't hurt. She didn't press, though the fear never left her eyes. When she finally left the room to rest, Ferio locked the door. The box still sat in his drawer, heavy, quiet, as though it hadn't moved in years. But now, something inside had shifted. He peeled back the damp cloth. The spiral on the lid pulsed faintly, like a heartbeat. He hesitated, then opened it. Inside was the shell, smaller than he remembered in the vision, no bigger than a coconut, but it radiated heat and depth. Its surface shimmered with ancient etchings, constantly shifting, like ink in water. Ferio felt it watching him. "One got out." He blinked. The words weren't spoken aloud, yet they echoed inside his skull. A voice, female, ancient and amused. The gates cracked when you crossed over, just for a moment, but long enough. Suddenly, the temperature in the room dropped, the mirror fogged, the ceiling bulb flickered and died. Shadows curled at the edge of the room like smoke. Ferio backed away, gripping the drawer's edge, his breath trembling. A shape formed behind him. Tall, pale, draped in hair as black as oil. He turned slowly, already knowing what he'd see. The Pontianak. She stood by the window, her feet not touching the ground, her mouth twisted in a half-smile, sharp teeth peeking through blood-red lips. The scent of frangipani and rotting fruit filled the air. Ferio couldn't move. "Kazim's blood," she whispered. "At last." He tried to speak, but his voice caught in his throat. "Do not fear me, child, not yet. I was bound once. Now I am curious." She floated closer, tilting her head. "You cracked the shell. You, the boy with fire-touched words and the gift of foresight. The seas told me. The mermaids sang it. The underworld stirs, Ferio." Lightning split the sky outside. "And now, your name has been spoken in the world of djinns." And once spoken, her eyes flashed. "It cannot be unsaid." The light returned in a sudden snap. The room was empty, the mirror clear. The box still and silent. But Ferio knew. Something had slipped free. And he wasn't the only one who could hear the whisper in the dark. The light returned again. The room was still, the box silent. But Ferio no longer trembled. Where there should have been fear, there was calm. Not numbness, but something deeper. A knowing, an instinct that told him, this is your world now. The whispers in the walls, the shadows in water, the banshees in mirrors. He belonged to all of it. The fear was gone. He walked slowly to the window and whispered, not in fear, but in invitation. "Come back." The words hung in the air, thick with power. They were not a command, but a call. And she answered. The Pontianak reappeared, not in a burst or a scream, but like a flame folding into light. Her monstrous form shimmered like mist, twisting, reshaping, until a woman stood before him. Beautiful beyond words. She wore a black ancient kabaya laced with golden thread, its sleeves sheer like breath. Her long hair was pinned with gold, 7 pins shaped like spears and lotus flowers. Her eyes glowed like deep amber, filled with secrets older than nations. She smiled, not cruelly this time, but with recognition. "So, the boy becomes blood." She bowed her head slightly. "Ask your question, child of Kazim, I will answer. Tonight we speak as kin beneath the veil." Ferio took a breath and stepped forward, heart steady. "Tell me about the shell. Tell me everything."